Cancer, Leo. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Let's see what's going on with you, my friends. Next message, please. Just rising to the top. I just feel like somebody does definitely have a message coming through, or you're going to send a message. But definitely seeing also that you are moving up the ladder rapid. There's a lot of rapid moving going on around you. Some swift changes as well. I think I do feel that there's a message coming in. Just can't deny it. Message that comes in that's going to cause this swift change, this rapid movement for you. Some of you might even be taking some kind of air travel as well. Could even be a message about air travel or traveling to you, something of this nature. But we do have public recognition over here in victory. I'm having progress within this situation. So whatever message is coming in, my friends, could be from a Leo or a Sagittarius, some kind of fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but I'm telling you. Okay. Something about, oh my gosh, what is going on? Hold on. Leaving the past behind and just saying, you know what, see you later, Gator. Leaving home with this air travel, traveling away from home, traveling away from things that no longer serve you. Okay. Let's see what the next cards are. You put in a lot of hard work for the situation. There was some unfairness going around you. This is why you're getting this. Yeah, you felt like you were aimlessly drifting around. Literally. Okay, look, you got this speedy message that's coming in that's going to give you this victory that you've been looking for. It could be something that has to do with a job for a lot of you, or leaving your family behind to go work across seas, something like that for some of you. It's been something you've been putting a lot of hard work into. You know, there's been a lot of contribution towards this. Maybe it's even manifestation. Even if you're contributing your energy towards manifesting something that's good for you, could definitely bring you some financial security for sure. Being publicly recognized could be a YouTube, it could be anything. Just take it however you want to see it. Definitely though, leaving some past energy and past things behind. You might even be leaving just the past behind. Maybe you're like, I'm out, I'm moving. I don't want to be here anymore because I'm moving forward within my life. I'm leaving home. I feel like I'm more independent. Putting in a lot of hard work. Definitely feeling like there is something that is unfair though. You felt like there was some kind of unfairness going on within the situation. This is what made you want to try one more time, or like I said, because you were just aimlessly drifting around. Maybe you felt like this was the one and I didn't want to try anymore. You know, it says we're trying one more time. Maybe that was the last time you did try, and maybe that's how you got it. Take it how it resonates. Definitely feeling like you were overcommitted to a situation, so you finally feel like you have your fairness coming through. You definitely have love. Some of you, it could be a love relationship. Somebody is coming towards you. In a love situation, it does not have to be love. It could just be where you're feeling new feelings, new ideas, new proposals. You could even be being proposed to, and maybe that's why you're packing up, leaving, right, to go live with this new love. However it is, it feels like your cups are really full over here. The fear of change with the disaster of the tower, though, is more, I feel like it was the fear that this wasn't going to happen. The fear that you wouldn't get this. The fear of not having the change coming. And now the tower is here because it just feels like it was restless energy that was going on around you. It was like you wanted the tower to come. You wanted this shocking news. You wanted this to happen so that you could change everything. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it wasn't the fear of, oh my God, I don't want this to change. No, it was the fear of it's not going to change. I'm stuck. I want something better. Absolutely. Leaving your baggage and leaving on. Let's say, yeah, I love that, because over here it says leaving home, moving forward, leaving the past behind. And that's exactly what you're saying here. I'm leaving my baggage behind. I've worked too hard for this. Anything that considered baggage, I'm out. I'm going to leave all of that behind. even if it's energy, people, whatever it needs to be. Everybody has their own story. Long-term view. I've worked, yeah, this is something you have put in a lot of work. You have invested a lot of energy, a lot of time, maybe even a lot of money, a lot of love, could even be a lot of heart and soul into the situation. Yes, because, whoa, right there, aimlessly drifting. I feel like I'm out in the cold. I feel like I wasn't going to get where I wanted. I was even feeling maybe a little anxiety or even a little insecurity about the situation. It was making me feel a little insecure within myself because I just kept thinking it's just a loss. It's not going to happen. Downplaying the situation because it was taking too long. And now you finally get this message and you finally get whatever is coming towards you and you can finally see that it's exactly what, oh my gosh, my mental clarity. I finally have the breakthrough to say, yes, I'm finally moving in the direction that I want to move in. I'm finally going where I want to be. Wow, this is bringing in a lot of strength and a lot of courage, my friends, and bringing you to a new world, a new place, and feeling like you are more inspired about the situation. This is the place you want to be. This is the inspiration you need. Wow. So definitely feeling like you were completed. You have what you need. You know, because of the long-term goal over here with the hard work, it says you were just trying to avoid as much conflict within yourself, right? There could have even been a lot of adversity and a lot of diversity, right, to the situation. Maybe I couldn't get along with those who didn't see it my way. They didn't see anything that I was trying to do. So I was trying to avoid as much as possible. There could have been a lot of differences that were going on. But now you have the energy to passionately move in this direction. Someone is seeing with this message, with this, it could be a fire sign, it could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. They are definitely seeing your potentials. They are coming at you passionately, right? They see your impulsiveness. I do. I feel like you're the impulsive one, though. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like they're coming at you inspired for this action that you've put out there, but you're like impulsive. You're like, that's it. Pack the bags. Let's go. You're like, I'm not even going to wait. No, I'm not waiting around. I've waited forever. Do you understand? Do you understand I am the Nine of Pentacles? Do you understand I am impulsively taking this? I'm not even thinking twice about it. You said, let's go. I'm ready. I'll leave. You know what I mean? I'll take what I can with me and I'll leave the rest of the shit at home. I don't care. Gotta go. The couch, the chair, they can all stay. Grab my clothes, grab my, my perfumes and my makeups and all my things and my shoes, and I'm out. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much what it is, because you feel like you were kind of thrown a wild card. And this was the wild card you were waiting for, because why is it a wild card? Because you believed that at one time it wouldn't come through. So now you're busy and you're like in the spotlight of the situation with the Six of Wands. You're saying, oh my gosh. And for some of you, you may be a celebrity. I just want you to know that. Okay, and you might be trying to crave time away from crowds and fans. Staying out of the spotlight as much as possible, and going somewhere, doing something a little bit different. And that could be it too, with the world. Let's go. I want to travel. I want to go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go to this vineyard away from the cameras and the spotlight and the paparazzis. You see what I'm saying? But I never seen it happening. I didn't get the chance to do so. That just popped in my head. So doing something that's reflecting on that as well. And that's for those of you who are celebs. Okay? You know you're holding a spotlight area. But for the majority of you, this is very unexpected. Your family is not going to expect this. This is something that is just going to throw you, and this is something you actually need. Okay? Because it could even just be, like I said, air travel, vacation time. I never thought that this was going to happen because I didn't, I don't have time. So everybody's story is a little bit different. Okay? Let's see. Let's grab some of these cards. I love them. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll just grab these. Okay, and yeah, on this tower over here, I just want to see that really fast. Yeah, it's all about that personal goals. That's why, because you felt like it was delayed, right, with the tower as well. So this is just kind of, I was playing it safe. I'm going after my personal goals. But now you definitely see it coming in, because it's saying you're the Empress now. So, oh yeah, but the Wheel of Fortune's coming through. So, wow. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. Because everything that you're waiting for is coming through. If it's love, you do have this soulmate connection that's coming through. As you are having, right, the judgment, the rebirth. Knowing that you're having the absolution to what it is you're waiting for. Knowing that the new phase of your life is here. The horn is blown and the message is coming through. The judgment is also a message coming through that is a good message. I've been waiting for this good news. So whatever the good news is that you guys are waiting for, this is definitely the time for your dreams and imaginations and all the things that you've been looking at to actually happen, right? Because you're saying, well, I didn't see them happening. Right now you do. Wow. And it's coming in with direct communication, so it could be coming in from this Gemini, Libra, or this Aquarius that you've been waiting for. There's a lot of signs up here. I've got fire, I got Libra, I've got Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus. So however it is, though, yes. And this is going to be some truthful of this same person. They're coming in unbiased, clearing the boundaries within the situation, telling you exactly how they perceive the situation, clear-minded on how they want to do this with this ultimate communication. And this is because they're head over heart. If they're in love with you, they want to show you the truth and the honesty. They want to be honest about their feelings. They want to show you their authority. You could be dealing with an authority figure, especially with this victory card over here too. Could be dealing with somebody who's of an authority. But they definitely want to come in telling their truth. And if it's for a job, it's like, you know what? I see you're truthful. I see you're honest. And I want to make this honest deal with you. I want you to be here for this job. You are the best for this job. And this is where your magician is definitely coming through. Your manifestation is coming in. This is where you definitely feel like, yes, I'm taking in the power. I finally get my manifestation. This is where I finally get to start making the action I want. And that's all you really wanted. Oh, yeah, absolutely. For some of you, this is where the celebration and the joy is really coming through. Some of you know this is a twin flame or a soulmate connection. This might be even, them proposing marriage to you, and finally you're getting that, or finally you're getting that job that you want. But however it is, it's going to be exactly what you want, which makes you super harmonious, which makes you feel like this is what I want, right? And the thing that I love about this swords energy of coming in with communication is that it's like cutting the ties for everything, getting down to the situation, and it's going to feel very easygoing though, right? Because it's straightforward. They're not going to bullshit you. They're just going to say exactly what it is they mean, exactly what it is they want. And they're going to reveal this information to you. And this is, I'm telling you, the information you're waiting for. And that is because you have the judgment. You're like, where's my good news? Here it is. Okay? I know it doesn't have to be from an air sign. It's just showing that that's how they are, explaining everything to you. Is just straight cut forward. Right? We're not going to sit over here and they don't want to misinterpret anything about the situation. They want you to know full force. This is what it is. That's cutting out everything so that you know. I'm in love with you. That's the way it is. Get on this plane and let's be together. You see what I mean? You're best for this job. Get over here. Jump in your car and get over here. Just straightforward. There's no oh my gosh, I misinterpreted what you said. No, you won't misinterpret nothing. There's nothing to misinterpret. That's straightforward action. That's like straight in your face. And this is because of Gaia, the gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. You might have been going through some kind of karmic test that you had some learning experiences to do. Or maybe for this job, you had to go through a lot of learning experiences before getting this job. Right? However it is, and this is also star being healing codes, important information. There it is, important information coming in. This is where it's going to recharge your soul. You're going to feel like you're exactly where it is. Karmic board. What did I say? I think some of you are going through some karmics, because this is the karmic board cleansing, energetic cleansing, rewrite your story, live your truth. You had some learning experiences to do, whether it was energetically with other people, within jobs, however it is. You go back and think about that, or it might just hit you home right now and be like, that's why that happened, right? And as soon as that happens, boom, you live in your truth. That's why it came through, right? Wow, beautiful message, my friends. Okay, let's get some cards over here for your affirmations. You can always use these affirmations for manifestations. Guys, I bought manifestation cards. Yeah, I've been learning and going to these classes and doing all these things. I am like, talk about learning and putting myself in the wisdom transformation. You know, it's almost like to that point where you think you know something and then you realize I only know about this much when there's this much, right? So I know about a pond to that huge lake. Yeah, okay. So anyways, I bought some cards to do that, so we'll start doing that as well. Take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send you. And affirmations are huge for, right, for healing. These are actually affirmations for healings. Remember, the affirmations also are, I am love, I am worthy, I am power, I am strong, who am I, right? So guys, make sure you're doing that all the time too, okay, because it keeps your energy flowing, because you're here for a reason. It's not pride, it's not anything, it's you understanding that you are somebody, because if you weren't somebody, you wouldn't be alive. Okay? And for others of you, just always make sure that you're softened and open back into love all day long. And that could have been one of your you know, one of your tests over here for your karmics, is just remembering how to love, remembering how to do things, remembering, you know what I mean, certain things, right? Okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.